If your relationship feels like it's slipping away, you probably think one long, serious talk is going to save it. But here's the hard truth. That big talk might actually be the thing that pushes you further apart. Most couples don't fall apart in a single explosion. They erode quietly through small, missed moments that eventually turn partners into opponents. It is a painful, lonely cycle. And honestly, most traditional advice fails because it ignores how the brain actually connects. In this video, I'm going to show you why you don't need a better conversation. You need better moments. So you see, most couples don't fall apart in one dramatic moment. They erode over time through small missed opportunities and repeated misunderstandings. A sharp comment here, a dismissive tone there, and eventually the relationship feels less like a team and more like two people just managing their frustration. Now here's the thing. When couples finally realize they're disconnected, they tend to go big. They want that long talk, the full clearing of the air where everything is finally understood. It sounds logical, certainly, but it almost never works. The reason is actually quite simple. When your emotional foundation is weakened, even reasonable conversations start to feel like criticism. Without a base of goodwill, trying to fix things often just reinforces the problem. If you want to rebuild a connection, you don't start big. You start where the relationship actually lives, inside the smallest moments. Connection isn't built on grand gestures. It's built in those ordinary, repeatable interactions we often overlook, like a passing observation or a simple attempt to engage. You see, these aren't just trivial exchanges. They are bids for connection. Over time, you either respond to these moments or you ignore them. Believe me, that consistency becomes your greatest asset. Strong couples aren't necessarily more compatible. They're just more consistent in these tiny responses. They've built up a reserve so when the off moments happen, the relationship doesn't break. As a relationship struggles, something more subtle and frankly more damaging begins to creep in. Partners start to believe they understand each other completely. You've heard it before. You're too sensitive, or you never listen. Certainly that sense of certainty feels justified. But the moment you believe you already know your partner, you stop trying to understand them. And when curiosity disappears, connection is right behind it. Look, curiosity doesn't require brilliance. It just requires staying open. Asking, help me understand that, creates space where defensiveness used to live. So why does appreciation matter so much more than we realize? Most struggling couples aren't just arguing more, they're appreciating less. When that fades, effort becomes invisible. Both partners slowly stop giving, not out of anger, but out of simple discouragement. Here's the thing. Reintroducing appreciation is one of the fastest ways to change the tone, but it has to be concrete. Generic praise doesn't do much. You have to notice something specific and say it out loud. It might feel awkward at first, but believe me, that's a good sign. It means you're filling a gap that's been there for a long time. Certainly all couples get it wrong sometimes. We misread each other or react poorly. But the difference between a relationship that recovers and one that deteriorates is simply how quickly you repair the damage. You see, when repair doesn't happen, a misunderstanding becomes a narrative that defines the relationship. Repair isn't about being perfect. It's about being willing to step back in and say, that came out wrong, or you matter more than this argument. Those aren't signs of weakness. They are the mechanism that keeps you from unraveling. So, where do you actually have the power to change things? It's natural to focus on what the other person needs to do. But here's the reality. The only behavior you can reliably shift is your own. Soften your tone. Stay curious a little longer. Throw away the scorecard on who is working harder. These aren't dramatic moves, but they are powerful because they alter the pattern. At the end of the day, most couples aren't as far gone as they think. They are just stuck in a pattern. The way forward is built through small, consistent shifts. When the space between partners softens, the possibility of real connection returns. Not all at once, but certainly enough to matter. If you feel like your relationship patterns are fixed in place, we can help you retrain those reactive responses at the brain level. Visit us at capitaldistrictneurofeedback.com to learn more.